Is Jack Grealish coming to Manchester City? Yes, people, welcome back to the 1894 for a brand new transfer video. I'm Hugh and I've got Dara here with me. Now, this video is specifically designed for Jack Grealish, okay? We've been talking about Harry Kane a lot recently and Erling Haaland a lot recently, and strikers has been the main focus of conversation. I think rightly so, after losing Sergio Aguero. We've been worried about who's going to take up that role. But tonight we got an update from Duncan Wright at The Sun. You can decide how reliable that is. That's not for us to say. And he's talking about the possibility of Jack Grealish coming to City. Here it is. Jack Grealish can't believe they have an agreement which would allow him to leave Aston Villa. City have delayed any official offer while the player is at Euro 2020 and are expected to make a move in July. So Grealish can begin pre-season with them. Now, that is exactly what you'd want to hear. Just don't know if it's from the right source, because in an ideal world, Grealish would join City straight after the Euros, start pre-season, standard procedure, and we all get to enjoy some great football. But then again, I don't know if this is the most reliable source. But let's talk about the possibility of Grealish actually coming to City and how it could happen. What are your thoughts?
See, now there's a pretty obvious assessment, which everyone really knows. It's if Bernardo leaves, we'll probably bring him in. If Kane doesn't come, we'll probably get him in. But I don't think he's top target. He won't be top target. We need the striker to come in. But if we don't get Kane, he'll be in. If the midfielder leaves, he'll probably be in. You know what I mean? It's a very it comes down to a lot of ifs, really.
Yeah, I've got my own kind of take on it as well. I definitely agree with yours. I think that's the most straightforward, and it's the one we want the most. Is that we get Kane, maybe Bernardo leaves because he seems unhappy, and we bring in Jack Grealish as a fantastic replacement. I know some City fans aren't too keen on the idea of Grealish coming, but ourselves here at the 1894, we unanimously agree that he'd be a fantastic acquisition. My take is that we got the news from Fabrizio Romano the other day that City have allegedly proposed or have offered 100 million for Harry Kane. Tottenham said no, and City are not going to cap their interest at 100 million. But they've also said that they're prepared to wait another season to sign a striker if the right opportunity to sign one doesn't come along. So essentially, if Tottenham are looking for too much money, or we can't get Haaland, or another striker doesn't come forward that Pep or the club sees fitting, they're prepared to wait another year. Now, with this news about Jack Grealish, it kind of leads me to believe that maybe we are willing to go another year without a striker and use Jack Grealish as the extra tool to get goals that a striker may not provide. Obviously, we've worked with the false nine system all season. It's worked fantastic wonders for us winning the Premier League and the Champions League final. It's been great, but similar to the 1920 season, I think teams will know how to defend against us after playing against for a year and figuring us out. And I think Pep's worried about that happening. So if you bring in Jack Grealish, he obviously is a different type of player. I don't think we really have anyone like Jack Grealish in the team, and he can score goals. What do you make of it, Dara? There's obviously so many angles to look at.
Yeah, exactly. There is a lot of angles to look at from, but I mean that news about them coming out for another year, waiting another year, I don't think we can do it. Whereas, like you said, they're gonna know how to. A lot of the other teams gonna know how to defend against us if we're playing the false nine. If we're playing with a striker, we can set up a whole new tactic again. It's just, I think now, obviously, I'd kill for Grealish. I think he's such a good footballer, such a good player, one of the best players in the league, maybe in Europe. But I think we just need to get that striker out of the way, man, to be honest with you.
I think everyone has just seen there's a couple of Birmingham sources in recent weeks saying he's staying at Villa, and that certain Villa players have said he's staying at Villa, and this and that. Because it's such a high-profile transfer, there's a lot of news around it. Everyone wants to have their say, but I think there is still life in the story. I really hope it does happen, and it would be absolutely fantastic if what Duncan Wright, the Sun here, is saying is true, is that as soon as Euro 2020 ends, City can make a move and sign him. And the fact that he said they believe Jack Grealish's camp have an agreement which would allow him to leave Villa, I would think that means he's going to City if this is true. And I think, yes, you can decide yourselves at home if the Sun is reliable, but if there is truth behind this, I'd say in the next few days, realistically, other journalists will be talking about this, and we're looking very much forward to it. We just thought we'd make a quick video giving you this update, giving you our slight thoughts. I'd say for a bit of a laugh, I'd say we have a bit of a percentage as to how realistic we think it is the Jack Grealish signing. Well, if you were to give a percentage, obviously, where are you?
An honest one now. An honest one that I wouldn't be leaning towards. I hope this happens. An honest one at the moment, probably about 33%, in and around that.
33%.
Yeah, man, I'm not too confident because I think we're gonna go for the striker. But I think as the summer goes on, that'll only move up and up and up and up. You know, man?
Yeah, I'm at about. I'm gonna say I'm at about 65%. I think because we know Bernardo's leaving, we know Bernardo or not leaving. He wants to leave, and I think City won't get in the way of him moving if that's what he wants. I think they respect him enough. He's given enough to the club. They'll let him lead if a decent enough offer comes along. I think with that being said, and the fact that the striker situation is looking difficult, even though it's not completely off the cards to get Harry Kane. It's not completely on the cards either. I think Jack Grealish is someone that Pep really wants as well. I'm at about 65%, and if this was a slightly more reliable source, I might be slightly further up my bar of expecting, but it's not. So I'll remain at 65. Anyway, let us know where you are. What percentage you guys are at on the hype train, maybe we'll call it for now. As to whether Jack is coming to the city or not, down in the comments. Leave a like on the video as well if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new. I think we're around 25 off our goal of 300 for the summer. Would be massively appreciated if you help us out in that, and we will see you next time we get an update for one of our summer targets. Good night.